Well, I'm just going to begin by asking, I mean, you've done quite a few intense thrillers or action movies in the past. I was just wondering, was it quite nice for you just to do something so sweet and so charming as what we did on our holiday?
Yeah, I think it was. It was. I think it was in fact incredibly good that I made this film right before heading off to America to start shooting Congo, which became sort of one of the hardest professional experiences of my life. And I think I wouldn't have gone into that with the right frame of mind if I hadn't just had such a creative and spontaneous and sort of easygoing experience as we all did on this film. I mean, we were so lucky to do this film with Guy and Andy, who were incredibly relaxed, coming out of Outnumbered. They had the tools of their trade. They knew how to make this story. They'd written a really extraordinary story. And we all just got to delight in these children who they found, and we just got to be daily inspired by their surreal, brilliant imaginations.
I mean, do you find that the atmosphere on set is different between a light-hearted piece like this and then something like Congo? Do you find that the narrative sort of informs the atmosphere at all?
You wouldn't believe it. It's so powerful. The story you're telling and the atmosphere amongst the crew there is an inextricable link. I mean, I always remember that when we were shooting Pride and Prejudice and everybody started sort of dressing prettier. Even the guys, I think, sort of put on, I don't know, more colourful T-shirts. It brings out a sort of the romantic side of everybody. It's odd. Stories are powerful like that, as they should be. And with this, I think, yes, I think everybody had a very relaxed approach to their work. And also, Guy and Andy are very keen that the children shouldn't be bothered by a lot of the sort of paraphernalia of making a film. So when the children were brought onto set, everybody had to sort of hang back. There wasn't all that last-minute adjusting of the lights, the cameras, the makeup and clothing of the actors. There was just a sort of very freewheeling vibe, which, was good for all of us, I think.
And when you're sort of portraying a family on screen, it's sort of so vital that we can believe in that family, and this we really do. And I was just wondering if there was any kind of preparation, if you spent much time with David and the kids before sort of coming onto set.
We spent time. We did spend time. I mean, there were days actually before David became available, because he was filming something that I spent on my own with the children just round at Andy's house. We'd play in the garden, play ping pong. Have tea, do little bits of improvisation, which I think they all found fun. I mean, they love acting, all of them, and they love role-playing. It's like sort of, it's just dressing up. And it was great for us to get to improvise like that. And then when David joined us, we went to Chessington World of Adventures and had a kind of crazy day going on all the rides and feeding sea lions, and it was brilliant. And it is important, but also the children amongst themselves, they quickly became siblings. I mean, they fell into their sort of the natural hierarchy and were very protective and really looked out for each other. And that just happened completely organically. It was lovely to watch.
I mean, what comes with that bonding is, I mean, when the shoot is over, you must sort of miss your co-stars. But when you've worked this closely with children, it must make it even more difficult, I suppose.
Yeah, you do miss them. I mean, it's very instant and immediate, the connection, when we see each other again. I mean, I've been out of the country, so otherwise I think if I'd been in London, we would have got together again. I mean, we have got together once, but I think we would have got together more if I hadn't just gone straight off to America for 8 months. But yeah, I think, you realise that we will always be part of this very magical summer that they had. I mean, I can't even imagine what those children's parents think when they see this film. I mean, they're so brilliant in it. Yeah. And then I look at little Harriet, who was 4 when we were filming, and I think, how much of this will she remember, or how will she process this extraordinary thing she's been part of?
Of course, you've got a young son yourself, and I was just wondering, did you take him onto set at all, and is he aware yet of what his mummy does? Does he know that you're sort of this big international movie star?
He came on set, my son came on set. It was one of those sets where it was very comfortable and families were welcome, which was really nice. I mean, the bus thing in London recently has been quite strange for him. What are you doing on the bus, Mummy?
It's 2
he said.
Time at the moment.
Sorry, there's 2, I know. So he is a bit puzzled about that. he seems to be accepting it, but I'm sure the question will come, well, why isn't Daddy on a bus? He probably thinks everybody's parents are on buses.
And just finally, of course, Congo is coming quite soon. It's one of the biggest roles and something I sort of can't wait to see. You must be really excited that it's nearing release and it's soon to be kind of sets out to the big bad world.
I'm really excited. We go to New York on Friday, so the day of the Congo premiere is when What We Did on a Holiday opens in London. And that is probably will be the biggest day of my professional life, I think. I mean, it is. I'm shattered as I'm having a baby, but I am trying to enjoy it for all it's worth, because I just think these moments don't come around very often. And I went to a retrospective of Fincher just talking about all his movies at BAFTA on Friday. And I thought, whatever, I'm now part of this amazing man's catalogue of work. And that is so exciting, I can't tell you.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for your time
you.
today. Thank you.